Hi, this is Jacob Ball, Jacob's Ladder with Team Cardhoarder, and we're back for the wrap-up. The thing I wanted to talk about most of this deck, I think it's can do some powerful things, but its mana is way too sketchy. When you don't have Oath of Nissa, you just can't cast your cards. The deck feels super clunky. I'm not sure how this person 7-1 with this deck, but it definitely can beat people if you draw very well and curve out with your correct mana. So I understand that, but I don't think these Crumbling Visages are correct in this kind of deck, and I don't think there's enough basics to support these lands, because when they came into play tapped, I got punished super hard. The Pains were very good for me. I think you would want to play more of those instead of these Crumbling Visages, and maybe even just some more basics. Definitely a second basic Swamp for sure. Maybe even another basic Forest, just because you want to cast Oath on turn 1. I mean, I guess you can cast it on 2, it doesn't really make a difference, but since the deck has no real turn 2 plays other than Oath of Chandra, so you can afford to do that, but the tap lands are just too punishing when you needed to curve out from 3, 4, 5, 6 with all untap lands, or you just couldn't really function as a deck. So I definitely would change the mana for sure with this if you wanted to look at playing this kind of deck in the future. It doesn't actually lose much going forward. I mean, obviously the Pains are rotating, but I'm sure we'll get some sort of new mana in the new set that's coming out soon. There's only one more standard event on the SCG tour before the new set comes out, so will be much more work put into the standard format. So it's just a last hurrah for some cards. Mostly these Dragon Lords will finally see the end of those guys, and Languish as well will be another huge impact on the format rotating. I'm looking forward to seeing what is new to come with that, but I think this style of deck could be reasonable. This obviously has something going for it. If this person 7-1 to RPTQ with this deck, obviously is doing some powerful things, but I definitely would want to work on the mana and the sideboard for sure. I am not sure about the Cleric. I think it should probably be the 2-drop enchantment that you can discard a card to make a 1/1 vampire. The name eludes me at the moment, but that card is very good against the Feudal Visions decks. Lets you not just die to drawing an additional card every turn, and lets you use your mana pretty efficiently. And black is one of the main colors in this deck, so it's very easy for this deck to cast it. And the Dragon Lord seems like you didn't really need any more expensive cards in your sideboard. They probably should have just been more cheap interaction. Maybe some Transgresses or something else for those kind of matchups where you wanted that kind of effect. But other than that, the Radiant Flames seem very good. I feel like they could probably be in the main deck, and I'm not sure about the Cletuses either, just because there's not really a reason to have this kind of card in this deck. It's just kind of a lifelink guy that they put on their board. That's about it. Alright. See you next week.